I used to wake up tired no matter how many hours I slept. I'd open my eyes, drenched in sweat, my chest tight, my throat dry from snoring all night. I thought I was resting, but my smartwatch told another story. Sleep scores stuck at 55, 51. Sometimes lower. I was carrying 300 pounds on a 5'10" frame. Walking up a single flight of stairs made my feet feel like they were on fire. Talking on the phone for more than a minute left me out of breath, pretending the call had bad signal so I could catch air. I was sweating in rooms where everyone else felt fine. It wasn't just physical exhaustion. It was constant embarrassment. Every small task reminded me of the weight pressing down on my life. But I wasn't lazy. Since I was a kid, I was always moving, swimming, soccer, basketball, volleyball. I walked miles every day to get to school. I did more exercise than most people I knew, but I stayed the big kid. Friends would eat junk every day and never gain a pound. I'd follow every rule, eat less, move more, and still gain. Nobody could explain it, and I spent years believing it was my fault. Later, I learned I had an endomorph body type, a body type that stores fat aggressively, demands more food, and fights back against every calorie deficit. While others felt energized after lunch, I felt like sleeping. While they gained nothing after a weekend of pizza and beer, I could gain weight just from relaxing my routine. That knowledge didn't fix everything, but it gave me clarity. I finally understood that I wasn't broken, just built differently. For years, I tried to fight it the traditional way. Gym 5 times a week, running after every session, counting calories, eating oats, chicken, eggs. I lost weight, then gained it all back. The truth is, I could lose 77 pounds, gain 45 back, lose again, and repeat. At one point, I had a bodybuilder friend tell me my routine was harder than his competition prep. I was training twice a day, every day, with a full-time job. I'd wake up early for fasted cardio, hit the treadmill again at night, and still barely move the scale. My body required 20 times more willpower than anyone around me, and even when I gave it, the results were temporary. Then came the breaking point. During the pandemic, I reached my heaviest, 300 pounds. My feet burned with every step. My energy was gone, and my sleep was a joke. I'd wake up feeling like I hadn't slept at all. The apnea was so bad that I'd gasp in the middle of the night, half awake, half choking. I'd wake up with headaches and a dry mouth, then spend the day fighting fatigue like I hadn't slept in days. I could barely hold phone calls without losing breath. Even my patience disappeared. Heat and exhaustion turned me into someone I didn't recognize. My body was falling apart, and I knew that no amount of discipline would fix it anymore. That's when I made the decision most people misunderstand. I chose to have bariatric surgery, not as an escape, but as reinforcement. I had already learned everything about my body type, about nutrition, training, metabolism. I wasn't running away from the fight. I was upgrading my weapon. I wanted a chance to keep fighting for decades, not burn out before 40. People say surgery is the easy way out, but I can tell you, obesity is a war. There's no easy way out of war. There's only strategy. The surgery didn't make life effortless. It gave me a second chance at playing by fair rules. The weight dropped, but my habits had to follow. I still had to train, eat right, take supplements, and track everything. The hunger came back eventually, but by then, I had structure. And for the first time in my life, I could win small battles without needing impossible levels of willpower. Before, I needed 20 times more strength if I wanted to lose weight. Now, I feel like I only need around 3 times more than the average person. Still harder, still unfair, but finally manageable. The difference between then and now isn't perfection. It's sustainability. Today, I train 3 times a week instead of 10. I eat carbs, I eat bread, I enjoy life. I don't torture myself. I replace vegetables with a daily multivitamin because I hate them, and guess what? My blood work is perfect. My endocrinologist checks everything: vitamins, glucose, testosterone, cholesterol, and it all comes back great. I've never touched steroids or TRT. I just learned how to work with my body instead of punishing it. The results speak for themselves. My sleep scores went from the 50s to the high 90s, 98, sometimes 100. That's not placebo. That's energy I never had before. I breathe normally. I wake up rested. My feet don't hurt when I walk. I can talk for hours without gasping for air. I even had to tighten my wedding ring because it kept slipping off my finger. And the best part? It's all sustainable. This isn't a sprint anymore. It's a lifestyle I can keep for the rest of my life. The surgery helped me level the battlefield, but the victory came from everything I built afterward. Discipline, understanding my metabolism, using supplements smartly, lifting weights, doing cardio that fits my life, and eating the right carbs. I stopped aiming for a fit body and started aiming for a functional life. I just wanted to feel normal again, to wake up with energy, to have control. I know some people still see surgery as cheating, but the truth is, asking for help isn't weakness, it's intelligence. I spent decades fighting with a body designed to store fat, not burn it. Now I fight with strategy, not desperation. I'm still an endomorph that will never change, but I'm no longer a prisoner of it. And that's what getting out of obesity really means. It's not about reaching a number on the scale. It's about reclaiming control. It's walking without pain, breathing freely, sleeping deeply, waking up, energized. It's having your life back. That's why I created my free guide, The 7 Steps That Got Me Out of Obesity. It's everything I wish I'd known before. The steps that made the fight fair, that turned surviving into living. If you're stuck in that same war, it's the map that shows the way out. Obesity never truly leaves your DNA, but you can stop letting it own your life. You don't get extra points for living on hard mode. Every pound you lose, every step forward is a battle won. And in this war, the only way you lose is if you surrender.